So I'm just going to say it. Women don't often say what they mean. Here's the problem. Here's the real problem with them. And when I say women, specifically wives, okay? Here's the real problem with it, is I don't know when what you're saying is what you mean or when what you're saying is not what you mean, right? Like if it has like there's another version of this that is actually what you mean, or if you're just saying something because it's what you think is going to go over better, you know? Maybe you don't know. Okay, let me explain, for example. Abby needs an Easter basket for school. We're going to go get you an Easter basket. She needs an Easter basket for school. Priscilla says, when I get home tonight, she's driving back from Biloxi. When I get home tonight, do you want to go with me to get an Easter basket from Target? Now, Priscilla knows that I don't enjoy going into Target. I don't like shopping at Target. Is this the whole scheme of it? Like, she doesn't want to ask me to go to Target and get one? Is that why she's saying, will you go with me? But then also, Abby has respite tonight, so, you know, she is like, hey, let's spend time together since I was gone for a couple days, but we still have to go to Target. Like, is she just, like, protecting me from having to deal with going to Target? Or no? Or is she saying, I really don't want to have to, like, go out and, you know, run errands when I get home, but I don't want him to have to do it, so I'll just do it. But then he can go with me, you know? So then, if I take Abby into Target and we pick out her Easter basket, is Priscilla going to be disappointed because she really wanted to go to Target, and she's probably not just going to buy only an Easter basket because it's Target. And I have the superhuman ability to walk into Target and only buy the one thing that I went in for. So here's what I'm going to do. This is the smart move. I'm sitting at Target right now, right? Here's the smart move, is that I'm going to call Priscilla and ask her if she just wants me and Abby to run into Target. Communication is key in marriage. Girl, here's your bed.
Dutch Bros. Dutch Bro. Let's go. Lunch.
Target. We gotta go to Target. Because here's the thing. Unspoken expectations is just premeditated resentment. Not that, like, going to Target or not going to, it would create resentment, but you get what I'm saying. You have to speak clearly your wishes, your desires, the things that you want your spouse, your loved one, your significant other to do, so that those things don't later become, if you don't, that's premeditated resentment. You got to be clear with things. Hey, do you want me and Abby to run into Target and get a basket?
If you want to.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Will you see if they have anything to dye eggs with?
Yeah.
It'll be in that same area, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. How is she?
Good. She's good. She was a little tired this morning, but she recovered, they said.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's good.
you don't mind though if I go? I didn't know if you had like plans to go or anything.
No, I have to do Easter shopping, but I don't need to do it tonight. I can do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I was gonna do it tonight because I saw the text come through about her needing a basket, but that works out if y'all want to just do it.
Well, I can wait and go with you later if you want. It's up to you.
It's okay. If you want to, we'll do it. We can do it tomorrow. You and I can go and get the Easter stuff. But if y'all want, she just needs a basket for tomorrow for school.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
All right.
But if you'll go ahead and get the Easter kit, unless Asa, if you're like, oh, they're not gonna have stuff tomorrow. Like if they're already running low, maybe grab a couple things for her basket. But...
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
Right.
Bye.
Dang it. That backfired terribly. We gotta go shopping. Yeah. You want some of those? Okay. Grab a bag. Put it in the cart. Nope. Put it in the cart. Okay, you want to pick something else out? Go that way. What do you think about picking out your own stuff for your Easter basket? That's crazy, huh? I mean, the Easter Bunny's gonna bring you stuff too, but, you know, obviously. Struggle bus, huh? Yeah. I did not sleep last night. Oh, early. Bright sun, no sleep. Afternoon nap time. Which means we get to do an unboxing. So you guys know I've been a partner with Olight for a really long time. I don't even know if we're partners at this point. They don't pay me anything. They send me flashlights. You want to see something really crazy? Do you want to see my flashlight collection? It's ridiculous. Hold on, I'll show you after this. They're actually celebrating 18 years. This is the Warrior Ultra. Yes. I love a tail switch. That's really nice. It's like a high-end flashlight. You know, listen, if you're the type of person where you're like, who cares about flashlights? Then they're not for you. I'm not saying that to be rude at all. Like, you know, maybe you're not putting on a high-powered headlamp so that you can go find quail that got out of the coop at 2 a.m. Maybe that's not your life, and that's okay. You know, maybe the flashlight on your phone suffices just fine. I can't imagine, but maybe that's you. That's okay. Some people are nerds for this kind of thing, and I am one. Everything is blue. I love the blue. This one's sick. So this is the Oclip Ultra. I've got a couple of these. I've got different versions of this. Sorry about the flash. So this one's really cool because it clips, you know, like it states, but it also has a magnet on the back, so you can pop it onto things. But being able to like pop this onto a backpack strap or literally anywhere you can put it on the, like your hat like that, you know. I carry one of these in my bag that like goes in the truck, like my everyday carry bag. That just like throw things in, camera bag. I will often put this thing in a camera bag, but this one's USB rechargeable. This one is magnet rechargeable. How great is that? Yeah, USB-C rechargeable. You just plug it into the side. That's dope looking. Isn't that cool? Love the brass. How nice. They said thanks. Okay, let me you want to see my flashlights? Hey, you want to see my flashlights? I realize I just talked about flashlights for 4 minutes. I'm sorry. I apologize. I like them. So, sorry. Anyway, this is not all of my collection. That's my Arkfeld collection back there. This is a charging stand. Isn't this dope? Look, you just pop it off. Take any one of these that charges on the bottom. Pop it on there. She's charging. Little magnetic charging base. Because you never know when you're going to need 4 fully charged flashlights. You know what I'm saying? Makes perfect sense. Am I wrong? These are all the keychain. I have more keychain flashlights that are not in this collection here. But yeah, and then I have a couple others that are in various locations, like in the vehicles, stuff like that. So that's the majority though of I probably like 6 more Olights. All Olight, every one of them. If I had to pick one, this one's called the Baton. So it fits down this little charging case and it charges up in the case, but you're like, well, that's a ridiculous case for a flashlight. Except that you can charge your phone off of it too. It's a battery pack, so it's like dual purpose. That's why I really like it. This is a Baton 4 with the charging case, but it's crazy bright. So this one goes in that same bag oftentimes because I use it, like I said, to charge up my phone. But this is also a Warrior Ultra. I'm going to give that Warrior, my best friend. He's also a big flashlight nerd. So I'm going to give that one to him. He'll love it. Hey, dude. Are you ready for school? Cute shirt. We got to go, huh? You ready? Yeah. I love that you love going to school. I do. Tan shoes?
Yeah.
Get your tan shoes. Today is Good Friday. Abby was supposed to have off from school, but it's a makeup day instead. Makeup day from a hurricane. I guess hurricanes come before Jesus, but whatever. How you got my makeup day on Jesus' day? I just don't want to drive to school. That's.
You know what's nice though? A lot of people have the day off, so.
Oh yeah, the roads should be rather empty this morning. You're too big. You're just too big.
Hey, I'm not too big. I'm a baby girl. I'm a baby girl.
So her fur is fading, guys. See the brown in her fur? It's a common thing for doodles to fade. Like within the first year of life, she could end up being like a light gray. No joke. Which is crazy. And then you'll look like an old woman. An old woman at 1 year old. Look at you with your tan shoes. You got your Easter basket? Ready? Ready for an egg hunt?
Let's go.
Let's go is right. I'll put that up front for you. Alright, go around the other side. I hope you have the best day ever. Have a great time Easter egg hunting. Okay? Listen, you gotta move your feet fast, okay? So you can find eggs. Some of your classmates are faster than you. Yeah, you gotta move quick. Can't be lollygagging. You're awesome. I want you to know that. You are perfectly Abigail, okay? I love you. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Bye. Have a good day. Bye. Man, autism is really in the news right now, huh?
Yeah.
How great is that? So, I got a comment the other day that said that RFK said some terrible things. Where's the outrage? One thing to keep in mind is that our videos are days ago. So, like, that video, when it uploaded, was from, like, 3 or 4 days before that, 2 days before, I don't know. But, so that it wasn't current events when that video was recorded. I'll start with saying that I'm not outraged. It has nothing to do with what was said, who said it, anything like that. But I do want to quote a couple of people that I hold in high regard. My friend David, he said autism is not a disease. And that's important. It's also not a tragedy. Not for us. For some people it might be. Not for us. Not for a lot of people on the autism spectrum. Not for a lot of families. This was from Kate, Priscilla, the one you sent me, the text.
I sent you multiple.
Yeah, the one that you copy and pasted.
Yes.
Okay. So, Finding Cooper's Voice, co-author of Autism Out Loud, new book. You should definitely check it out. So, Kate said autism is not a gift, nor is it a tragedy. Autism is not an identity, it's a disability. Autism is heartbreaking at times and magical at other times. Autism has brought so many wonderful people into my life, the best people, really. My greatest fear is dying and leaving my son. We need more help. And that's really where I sit with all this. Like, I say I'm not outraged because it's a thing that a politician said, you know? I don't have the capacity, I don't have the bandwidth to, I get maybe it's my age now, I just don't care anymore what people say, I guess. If there's a positive thing that could come from this, like Kate said, we need more help. Like maybe this will increase the spotlight. That's because, you know, outside of April 2nd, like not even the whole month of April, outside of April 2nd, nobody talks about autism. They do in our world because it's our world. But in the rest of the world, it's become an identity. It's become, you know, it's the new R word, like people calling each other that, you know, kids nowadays. Like outside of that, like it's just not really talked about much anymore. So maybe it'll be talked about more. Maybe research will go into areas that will help people on the autism spectrum. I don't want you to think I don't care. I don't want to put a lot of energy into things like that because it doesn't move the needle for us. It doesn't change things for us. It doesn't change things for you. You know, the description of the facts that were stated, a lot of them are true for a lot of people. You know, some of them are not true for any people on the autism spectrum. The tone in which it was delivered, that could be fixed for sure. Like, I never would want Abigail to feel like she's a tragedy, you know? And we talked before about how autism is so much a part of who she is as a person, and I would never want her to feel that way. So the delivery, 100%, could be changed. Priscilla and I talked about this earlier. How do you feel? Anything like am I aligning with how you feel?
Yeah, well, part of me as an autism mom, I feel like because of our platform, people expect us to have something to say. And like I told you, I'm like, this is our chance to say something. It's not a political stance by any means, because that's never what we want to do. I just feel like when I started seeing the comments of other parents and other families, I'm like, ooh, I didn't see it that way. So now I don't want to speak up because I don't want anybody to take offense to my beliefs and how I felt about it. But then you were like, you're allowed to have your own opinion. Like, we don't all have to align on something.
Right.
For me, no, autism is not a tragedy. But for some people it is. And I think that if we discredit their feelings, how is that any different? It might not be for you. But it's like saying that someone else with a different diagnosis, that's not a tragedy for them. And everybody experiences life differently. And I think that there's room for everyone and how they feel about something.
I've seen a lot of parents and caregivers getting ripped to shreds on social media because somebody that is on the autism spectrum that has the ability to make content and type and went to college and all those things will rip them apart because they're like, you know, and this parent, like their child wears a helmet and has never spoken and will never speak and will need care for the rest of their life. And, you know, they lose sleep every single night worrying about what's going to happen to their child when they die, you know? And the important thing there is, like, both of those people, their life experiences and their point of view are both valid and they're both important. And these kind of things can't rip us apart as a community.
I think the other thing to remember, and I just had this thought, is there's different levels. Once you get an autism diagnosis as a family member, I'm speaking on the family member's behalf because I'm a family member. I'm not someone with autism, so I'm not going to speak on behalf of the autism community. But as a family member, there's different. You go through different things. You go through grief. You go through happiness. You go through, why my child? What if someone, when they heard that, that's where they're at. When they heard RFK talk, that's where they're at. But then you talk to them 10 years from now, and they have a different perspective. That's where we're at in life. If we would have heard that 15 years ago, we may have thought differently. We definitely would have thought differently. So again, it's okay for people to have a feeling and not everybody get all up in arms about it. You know? Like,
that's a really good point. So our thought process 18 years ago, right, 17 years ago, would have
we
probably
were throwing everything at Abby.
Right, trying to fix her. Like, it probably would have aligned a lot more with what he said. Right, and the way that he said it. And, you know, the first thing he said, for example, I'll use this as an example, was that autism tears apart families. That doesn't apply to us. Because he wasn't talking about us. It didn't tear us apart. It made us stronger. Now, it was, you know, trial by fire making us stronger, but it made us a stronger family. It strengthened our marriage. But that's not everybody.
But that's not the majority.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, you can see the statistics on that.
Yeah. And so that's not everybody, and that's the thing. Like that part wasn't, you know, that doesn't apply to me, but it does apply to other people. And I think it's just important to, and then I'm not defending at all like what he said. Like, I don't care. I don't know him at all. But the way that he is thinking about it is the way that a lot of people, I think, that are new, like new caregivers, new parents, like you were talking about, may think about it. Like, does he have any experience with anybody with autism?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Let me know if he does. I have no idea. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with it.
At the end of the day, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I want to know what causes it.
Yeah.
I want it to be out in the community. You know, now I know that we have like Love on the Spectrum. That is all over my TikTok, and I love that. You know, but again, I watched that show going, that'll never be Abby. It doesn't make me not like the show. It doesn't make me get offended because these people have this life that my daughter will never have, you know? Like, we have to remember that everybody's different, and we gotta stop getting offended by every little thing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say every little thing, like I don't want to.
No, I think, it can be a big thing because it depends on your own life experiences on whether it's a big thing or not, right? And that's the thing, like, just don't come after each other because of what somebody else says either. Yeah, it was great reading through how other people felt about things, though. It really, because that kind of what made me think about it. I was like, hey, other people have life experiences that are different than yours, and we should respect other people's life experiences, or just respect their opinion based on those life experiences. And don't project your own life experience onto other people. Feel free to speak about yours and how something makes you feel because of yours, but don't project your life experiences, onto someone else.
Well,
Everybody's got different things.
Under Finding Cooper's Voice, I was reading a comment. Somebody said, I've always aligned with you about Kate, and this just hurts my heart that this was your response to it. And I'm thinking, at the end of the day, you're following people on social media. You don't have to align exactly with everybody. There are people that I watch that I know their political views, their stances on things. I just don't pay attention to that part. It doesn't mean that I can't enjoy them as a person outside. Those things don't make just like autism is not all Abby. Your things that you think about in life don't make all of who you are either. So don't be so quick to I'm not going to follow this person because this is how they think.
Right.
That's what makes the world go round.
And I'm sorry, but Kate's post is exactly how Kate has been for years. I don't understand that. That person's just wrong. I mean, nothing here, I didn't find any part of it that would be, but again, I don't find any of it offensive or disagree with any of it because my life experiences are probably more similar.
We're pretty easygoing people.
Pretty easygoing.
It takes a lot to make us feel away.
Yeah.
It's the whole color thing, the whole ribbon thing, all of those things.
Color thing meaning red for autism awareness, blue for autism. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Also, what color you are, we don't care about that either.
Yeah,
so.
I don't care about that either.
Hi, Rizzo. We're gonna go to the store. Yeah, and we're gonna go to the post office. Yeah. Move on. Listen. No, listen. Hands waiting. Listen to me. You gotta relax. You gotta chill. We gotta find stuff for mom. Capiche? No. You gotta calm down. Why is a basket $12? What in the world? How much is that basket? $5.99. That's a winner. Oh, it's a little one. What? What? That one's cute, right? Yeah, look what they have. I bet mom would love that, huh? You're playing it outside, she would love it.
Take the scissors and cut the back. Open them. Open. Fold the back. Take care of the hand. You squeeze it. Squeeze. Squeeze. Okay, maybe these scissors aren't the best. Okay, you're gonna take this, dump it in that bowl for me. You gotta pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention. What do? You gotta turn it. Okay. Where do we put this? You put it in the trash. Put that in the trash. Half of it. Okay. Wait. We're going to this line right here. Look at right here. Look at the line. Right here. Okay? So you're going to take that and pour it to that line. Pay attention. Watch what you're doing. Okay. Here. Let's pour a little bit. See how we poured too much? Yeah. Let's pour a little bit out. Can you pour that in there? Okay. Then we need a cup of water. So I'll hold this. You pour it. We're pouring it right here to this line. Okay? Got it? Turn the water on. Okay, stop. Okay, take that over to our bowl. Whew. Good job. And then let's put the lid back on the oil. Put the lid back on there. The lid. No, keep turning. Okay, now we have to crack 3 eggs. Push it. Okay, okay. You're doing a great job of. See how I used both hands? And then you just plop it in there. Okay? You want to try this one? Take your other hand. Both hands. Okay. Oh. Let's see. Can you hold this and move it around? Okay, I'm going to let you do it. You got it? Don't push any buttons. Move it around. Can you move it? Move it. You got to pay attention to what you're doing. Hold your bowl. Okay? You got to look here. Now move the mixer. There you go. Keep moving. Keep moving it. Hold it. Nope. You do it. Move it around. You got it? Keep going. Till all this is wet. Here, you do it. Keep going. You're doing a great job. Keep going. So get over here some. Keep it up. Keep going. You're doing so good. Keep it. Keep going. Keep going. No, keep it in the bowl. You gotta keep this mixer in the bowl, okay? Keep going. 10, 9, 8, hey, pay attention. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep moving. 1. Turn it down, push it down, down. Nice job. I'm gonna take this, see how we have this spout here? So you're gonna hold it, yep. But you're gonna do half in this pan. Okay? Are you looking? You're not holding it. No, you hold it. Okay? And then let's do the other pan. Can you grab the other pan? This one right here. Look. Let's get this one. We have to make 2 because we're making the Easter bunny cake. Watch your hand. You gotta get it into the pan. There you go. Maybe if you see it, keep going. Put it in this pan. Look. Scoop it in there. Keep going. Push it. Push. Keep going. What do you think? Hold on. Look, I'll have you do this part. You ready? Come over here. Come over here to this counter. Do like this. Drop it. No, shaking it. That's good. Drop it. Okay, do it again. Okay, but we want to get this. See over here? You want all the silver. Okay, drop it. Drop it. Do you want me to finish this one? Are you all done? My second baker. Look, I saved you this spatula though, so you could lick it. Do you want to lick it? Lick it. No, you gotta lick it. It's the best part. Try it. You lick it. Lick it. Put your tongue on it. No. Put your tongue. Taste it. Girl, that's the best part. We're making our traditional bunny cake. My mom started this tradition a long time ago. And then I think during COVID, Isaiah and Summer took it over, right? Because we couldn't do family stuff. And then they've been doing it for the past few years. Now I'm doing it, and I am not the baker. But I'm just baking it, and then Asa and Isaiah have to decorate it tomorrow. So that's my contribution to the bunny cake. I also went ahead and boiled the eggs so we can dye those tomorrow. I would love to know, how old do you guys stop dyeing eggs? Some years we've done it in the past like 3 years, some we haven't. But the kids seem interested, so we're gonna do it. The kids.
Wow.
Right?
You guys did a great job.
They came right out, no issue.
That's awesome.
I just flipped them over.
Yeah, those would be perfect for...
Yeah.
So we have to cut these up into shapes for them to,
Yep.
to make a bunny cake, so...
But I want them to cool off, obviously.
That's excellent. Good job, ladies.
Thanks, you know.
You're not worried about those getting gotten into?
Well, I am. I don't know where to put them.
She would. A handful.
Yeah.
We've had behaviors today. It's been a hard day. It's been a really hard day. I told Priscilla, I was like, I need a vacation. You know, it wasn't a request. It wasn't like a, you know, it's not by myself. I don't want to go anywhere by myself. That sounds terrible. In this moment, right this second, I'm like, I just want to go away. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a caregiver right now.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to say out loud. But it's a reality some days.
It is.
It happens, and you feel that way. And if you don't know, now you do. If you do know, then you know. If you know, you know. You know, you have those days where you're like, I don't want to do this today. Like, I'm tired. You know, today was a hard day. At least she saved the hardness for when you got home.
Right.
It's a hard day.
Yeah.
Somebody had asked before about what's that diagnosis called again?
Oppositional defiance disorder.
Opposition.
OCD.
Yeah.
Or
Opposition.
ODD. It's an acronym. I know the name.
Yeah. Oppositional defiance disorder is like, it is what it sounds like not listening ever, you know, like they almost can't listen. And there's a few different things there. So it's definitely one of those things that's being diagnosed more nowadays. And because someone asked if Abigail had that diagnosis.
She does not.
She does not have that diagnosis. So, but this is what I'm getting to. So I think just like everything else, there's a lot of overdiagnosis, like ADHD, totally overdiagnosed, right? Everybody nowadays has ADHD. But it's still definitely a very real thing for a lot of people. So it's also comorbidity, like it goes hand in hand with a lot of other disabilities, you know, and disorders, oftentimes diagnosed with autism. Here's what I think with Abigail. I think that when a person has a life in which, because of their disability, they do not have a lot of control over their day-to-day. Some of that is because of a communication deficit, right? Like there's certain things that she has to, like, we have to take care of her. We have to, you know, have her do things that she may not want to do, because you got to brush your teeth every day. You just have to do it. You know, she don't have a whole lot of control over her own life. So you find something that you can't have control over. So you defy what you're being told to do because you have control over your own body and your own autonomy. And that's why, like, she'll be today in trouble, getting scolded. Nobody in the room's having a good time. She's dealing with consequences, like she's having to clean up the whole living room, clean up her mess, you know, dealing with consequences of her actions, right? Mm-hmm. Smiling. Mm-hmm. Because she is in control. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But I think some of it is just she's bored. I think.
Yeah.
She wants to go.
I'm talking about like doing, when she's doing the things that we explicitly say not to do.
Yeah.
Doing the exact thing that we tell her not to do. You know. I think that's what it is in her case. Because it's not all the time. Usually she's pretty compliant and she does what we ask of her and she smiles her way through it and stuff. But then other times she's just like, I'm in control here. And she enjoys it. She enjoys the chaos, you know. But no, I don't think it's ODD with her.
No.
You know, I don't. Could be, but I'm no doctor. But I don't think that it is. I think
mean,
because
she's seen a lot of doctors, and no one's ever diagnosed her with that.
Right?
So
yeah, therapists have not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I don't think that she is. I think it's just she's hard-headed, stubborn. You know, sometimes difficult human being. But anyway, today was rough. Let me know your insight on it. I don't have a lot of insight on ODD. I just was reading up on it because I took interest in it because someone had asked about it, and then, you know, I was reading about like the increase in diagnosis and how it and all those things. So
speaking of ADHD,
yeah, I like to learn things, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer that question, no, she doesn't. But yeah, she's a pain in the butt sometimes. We had a lot of consequences today. Holy cow! Didn't vlog much today because of that reason. We were just heavy into parenting today, but got a lot done. I got a bunch done. I'm really glad that you have your like pool day. You're perfectly fine with me working on stuff outside.
Well, I know you're not going to just sit there.
No, I'm not going to just sit there. I do enjoy.
Not that I just sat there. You can't relax around here.
No, there was no relaxing to be had today. But I did get a bunch done. That was nice. Cleaning quail coop and Abigail didn't help today. I just didn't. Had a couple of things, but you know, I think it goes hand in hand with how I was feeling earlier. Where I was just like, I just want to, you know, do my thing. So I did it myself, and that was lovely. You excited about all those peppers and tomatoes, Scylla?
I am.
You're gonna make all kinds of salsa, huh?
Yeah.
I think the best part about those hard days, those challenging days, is that oftentimes the next day is better. Is better. The next day was better. So I was editing this vlog, thinking about that. I was like, yeah, you know what? The next day was fine. It was great. Everything was just fine. I think we need to normalize saying the hard part out loud sometimes. You know, saying, I'm tired today. I don't want to be a caregiver today. It's you know, you still have to be. It's still your job. You're still gonna be. You're still gonna do it. But it doesn't make it less hard. It doesn't take that feeling away. And we need to not feel guilty about feeling that way, about saying it out loud, about asking for help, about, you know, all those things. So it's okay to feel that way. It's hard for me to say it out loud. It's not a normal thing. I feel it, but I don't say it out loud. You know, I don't ask for help. I hope that you're having a good day today. I hope today's a good one for you, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.